Today we're going to walk through how to create a custom virtual save the date that you can send out free of charge using free online software and your email account. This is literally what I did to create my own save the date when I got married, because we didn't want to spend money on save the dates and we didn't want to waste more paper, knowing that a lot of them would probably end up in the trash can. So here's exactly what we did. Sign up for a free Canva account. If you have a paid Canva account already, that's just going to give you more options, but you don't need one. And when you log in, you can literally search templates for save the dates. Couldn't be easier than that. A couple things to note here is you can choose any template you want, but once you pick an aspect ratio, whether it's horizontal or vertical, once you get into the design, it's only going to show you other designs with that same aspect ratio. So it might be worth even like exploring and opening a couple different ones just until you're playing, you find a design you really want to stick with. The other thing is if you see a template that has this little pro icon, you can sign up for a 30-day pro account for free if you have your heart set on one of these templates. But if you don't want to do that, honestly, there are so many free templates. So choose one and go from there. I'm going to show you some designs that I already started playing with just to get us started. So as you can see here, it's going to show you some recently used and then all results. So let's just pick one from scratch so you can see how it works. So let's say I like this one and I'm going to upload my own photos from my engagement. Choose this one here. And then, okay, I can tell here, like, obviously the wording isn't standing out enough. So you have a couple different options here, right? I could change how big this is. I could change the color. I could make it, obviously I wouldn't do this, but just so it stands out here, you can see. I can move it around. I can, under effects, I could add a little lift, which makes it stand out more. But another thing I could do is I could, under elements here, I could add a darker transparency over my photo. So I'm going to bump this down to probably like 30 or so. And you can see there now the words just like stand out a little bit more. I still don't really love this photo with this words, but just to give you a sense of how easy it is. And then you could update the language. And Brian, you want to add your location, so wherever your venue is, and then your date, right? So here's a couple that I've already altered as well. So this one, actually, same thing. I added this transparency, just like I showed you, so that the language stands out a little bit more. And then this one I did not. So if I wanted to come here and say, you know what, I really like this photo here better, but I'm going to move this down here, or I'm going to move it up here, you have a lot of options, which is great. And then this one, what I wanted to show you is that this is an option of a template I found that had multiple photos. And then I just added in like the glitter, because in case you want to do something more fun, that's under elements and you can literally just search for whatever you want. So I just searched for like gold glitter. And again, some of those elements are going to be paid. If you need to pay for one, they're usually like $1 or $2 each, or you can just search from the free ones. But just to kind of show you how funky you can get with things. And then I also added this gold foil border. And the reason I did this is because this is a white background. When you go to drop this in an email, it's not going to show up any different than the email background, and it kind of gets lost. So if you have a white background, I would definitely recommend doing some kind of border or putting like a really sheer color in the back there to differentiate between the invitation and the rest of the email body, or just do like a full coverage photo like one of these. Okay, so let's say we narrow it down and you've decided that this one is the one. We are going to download it. I would download it as a JPEG, just a smaller file option. All right, so we chose page two, done, download. And next I'm going to open my email to show you how I would set up the email to avoid the spam filter. Okay, so when you start drafting your email, let's just say, Trisha@gmail.com. This is like our wedding email. I highly recommend having a wedding email that you're sending this from also. And then your subject line is probably going to be something like save our date. Brian and Trisha are getting married. So exciting. And then to avoid the spam filter, you need to have more than just this picture in your email. So you could say something in the body like, we're getting married. Drop in your photo. Obviously you want like the focus to be in your photo. And you can see here, like in Gmail, you can do original size, which is going to be huge. I probably wouldn't do it original size, but I also don't, like, you can make it bigger than it wants to, like, automatically drop it in there, right? So let's just say we're getting married. We'll make it kind of biggish. And then down here, I would probably reiterate the details from your save the date. So please save our date, August 4, 2018. Don't do typos like I'm doing. Oops. Oh my goodness. Our venue. And then I would say something like formal invitation to follow. If you already have your wedding website, you could say something like, for more details, please visit ourweddingwebsite.com. With love, Trisha and Brian. And then you're going to want to BCC all of your people. So the one organization thing you need to do ahead of time is make sure that you have a spreadsheet or some kind of list somewhere of everyone's email addresses. And I would BCC them. And that way, if they reply, it's not going to go to everyone. And that's it. It's so easy and it's free. And honestly, if you are in a situation where you have a short engagement and you don't need to send a save the date in addition to the invitation, or if you just, like I said, are looking to save money or reduce paper waste or all of the above, I think this is a fantastic option. So I'm so excited for you to use it. I'd love to see your save the dates, and I'm really excited for your wedding. Congratulations.